Hey everybody, it's Aaron Heiser of Maker's Leather Supply, and also today coming from the Illume platform. And here we are at the Pendleton Leather Show in the 2024 edition. A lot of great things going on here at the show, and so I was going to do my normal video where I walk around and introduce all the booths so that people have access to the resources and stuff that can be provided through one of these trade shows. Yesterday started classes. They do 3 days of classes at this show, so we've been teaching classes and stuff like that. I had a class yesterday myself, and anyway, as it goes, it works out pretty well for everybody. They can come get an education, they can come get supplies, and then they can go home happy and talking about leather. So here we go. We're gonna start walking through the booths, and as usual, we'll start at the Leather Machine Company's booth. So here we go. All right, so like I said, we always start with the Leather Machine Company because they're always the first ones right inside the door. Leather Machine Company is definitely the industry leader in what they do, which is providing leather sewing machines, cutting machines, strap cutters. They have skiving machines, splitters, all kinds of great stuff that no matter if you have just a personal leather shop or a professional shop that you're in the public eye with, Leather Machine Company's got something for you. They are based out of California. Their website is www.leathermachineco.com, and they are great people. All their machines have a lifetime warranty. Just great stuff. Give them a call and they can definitely help you out or answer questions or whatever you might need. So, moving on. All right, next up to bat is Von Gators. These guys are absolutely awesome at what they do, which is alligators. Broderick Vaughn is a nuisance trapper in the Florida and Louisiana areas, and all of the alligators that he sells are the ones that he personally processed. He has great colors and lots of different great sizes and things like that, different finishes. They have crust gators. Where's one of your cards? Nope, never mind. There it is right there. So anyway, to get a hold of them, it's www.vongators.com, or their phone number is 850-545-7661. If you have a giant alligator in your front yard, you can also call him and he'll take care of it. We don't have that problem in Texas. Thanks, Broderick.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron.
You too. All right, so next up to bat, we have the GRS training booth. GRS is, they do engraving machines and things like that. They have a classroom at their facility in Emporia, Kansas, where they teach lots of lessons and things. I went to their classroom 1 week. Had a great time with Diane Scalise, and then I realized that I am not an engraver. So I will stick to leatherworking. But anyway, the GRS folks are always at these shows, and they're always putting on a good demonstration. They always have a very professional engraver working on their machines so that you can see and you can try and you can play with them. And that's what we're showing you on the video right now. But to look up more of their information, what's your website? Sorry.
Just grs.com.
All right, easy enough. To look up more information, it's www.grs.com. Again, they're in Emporia, Kansas, and there's some pretty good folks over there, so give them a call. All right, we'll go up this one here now. All right, so next up to bat, we've got the tooling bench. These guys are really good at finding old tools and making them new again for another 100 years of lifetime. Joe and Dick here run this booth, and they've always got some really great wares for everybody. They usually have some tools that are hard to find, or maybe the modern day equivalent of that tool is not exactly a superior tool. So they've taken an older one and again, they've polished it and given it a new life, sharpened it, or whatever it might need. And what's y'all's contact information? There it is. All right. So we're looking at Dick and Lily Levitz. Their phone number is 435-586-9591. You can reach them also at toolingbench@gmail.com. So if you're looking for something that you can't find, I'd be willing to bet they can help you source it.
Aaron, what I was going to talk about these tools is these old tools were made for the professionals way back when. They were the top quality of materials, and they got thrown in the drawer. It doesn't mean that they're worn out. It just means that they need to be cleaned up and sharpened, and they still work because the materials were great and they were first class quality to begin with. definitely. And they're just.
Thank you very much, Dick.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. Oh no, this is live actually. So thanks for keeping it clean. I'm having a hard time myself. All right, so over here we've got Camp Saddlery. This is Mark Barkis's booth. Mark teaches some shap making classes and things like that. He is located in Cody, Wyoming. He sells some specific jigs and tools for shap making, but here is his contact information. His phone number is 307 340 2361. You can also find their website at cowcampsaddlery.com. Mark Barks is a pretty good guy, and he definitely knows his stuff. So give him a call if you have any questions about something like that, and I bet he can help you out. He's busy talking to a customer, or else we'd put him on too. All right. Next up, we have Hagel Leather Tools and Supply. This is Sarah Hagel's business, and she takes old tools and gives them a new life. Again, a lot of these tools, they're made of very superior steel, and the craftsmanship that was in them when they were first built is far superior to most of the tools that you'll find today. So it's really worth it to look at some of these companies that redo these tools, because these have already been around 100 years and they'll be around for another 100 years. So let me find one of Sarah's cards and I'll give you their contact information right quick. Got a card? Awesome, thank you. Yeah. All right, so again, Sarah Hagel is your point of contact. Her phone number is 307 781 8158. Sorry, we're trying to get it to focus here. And then the website is www.hagelleathertools.com. All right, next up to bat, we have EDC Leather. This is George Canfield's company. They specialize in a lot of holster making supplies and things like that, holster patterns they teach. George recently wrote a really good book on holster making. That is, nobody's put out a book like that in the last 60 or 70 years, and it's a really good resource for holster making. So he also has some jigs and some acrylic templates and things like that for just things that you might need around your workshop, whether it be holster templates or belt ends or wallets or whatever. But if you need to get a hold of them, their website is, as soon as I find a card.
edcleather.com.
Easy enough. edcleather.com. They are located in Springfield, Missouri area, right?
Yes, sir.
Springfield, Missouri area. So there's George's new book right there. It's only available in the hardcover, and it really is a great resource of information. All right, next up to bat, we've got Alden Leather Supply. They are located in Burns, Oregon. There it is. Thanks. So anyway, Alden Leather Supply, they specialize in teaching people how to draw floral patterns. That's kind of their passion, is helping folks learn to draw floral patterns. They've got some really neat templates and things to help you learn exactly that. I've got a whole set of their drawing tools and things, and they really are amazing tools. They also have some acrylic templates and for spur straps and some tack, rifle sling, it looks like, stuff like that. But anyway, their phone number is 541-659-1260, and their website is aldenleathersupply.com. Give them a call. They're pretty good folks. All right, so next up to bat, we actually have Burns Saddlery over here, and what they do is they bring a lot of the leathers out of their saddle making and boot making and belt making facility, and it's just kind of some overruns and leftovers that they have left, and so they try to let other crafters get a chance at them for a pretty good price. So that's what we've got here, and yeah. They bring a pretty good showing of stuff, because they are a full-time running facility, and they create a lot of what to them is scrap to an average crafter is still a lot of great leather. So I'd give you their website, but honestly, you can't get this on their website. This is just what they bring to this show. So All right, so he's busy talking, but this is Adam Love of Herman Oak. Herman Oak is a tannery. From 1881 until present, they've been making veg tan leathers in St. Louis, Missouri. They are really, I mean, between them and Wicked Craig, you're talking about the whole industry of veg tan leather in the United States. Their leather is just absolutely amazing. They have quite a few different blends of leather that they make, but they're all veg tan based. So anyway, the problem, or not really problem, but the thing with Herman Oak leather though is that they use distributors for the most part. Unless you can buy 10 sides at a time, you have to go through a distributor to get their leather. A distributor like Maker's Leather Supply, and but it works out. But if you do want some more information about Herman Oak Leather, that is their website right there, and I'm pretty sure it's just hermanoakleather.com. That's Adam Love's phone number. He is their sales manager, and he's a heck of a guy to talk to, and he's a great resource of information for their leathers. All right, next up to bat, we've got one of my favorite people. This is Sean Woodsum of Chino Valley, Arizona, and he has Crosswinds Forge over there, and he has made some of the greatest leather knives I have ever used. I have about 6 of his knives now, and sometimes I have a really hard time deciding which one I'm going to use on a project because I'm like, ooh, I could use this one or that one. So anyway, their website is crosswindsforge.com, and they do have some of their models listed on their website, but it is an impressive showing to see them at these shows because they make their own Damascus, and they're beautiful knives, and they're very, very useful, and they're ridiculously sharp. And that's why he's got a whole thing of Band-Aids right here on the table. So I'm sure there's plenty of accidents have happened. All right, next up we have Noah Greenspan. Good to see you today. Of Pan Am Leathers, and she sells some. To me, these are really crazy exotics, but I know there's a huge market for it out there, but my problem is I make things out of brown leather. And anyway, but she's got some really awesome, some crocodiles, some alligators, some lots of snakes, with all kinds of different finishes and things like that. They are located, y'all are in New York, yeah? Okay, they're out of New York. Don't hold that against them, folks. I promise they're still good people. So anyways, there's their contact information. And it's just panamleathers.com, isn't it? Yeah, panamleathers.com. But Noah herself, I always bring this up, she takes the scraps of these leathers and makes some of the coolest little things you ever saw. Where's your little giraffe? She just made a giraffe, and it's awesome. I don't even know how she comes up with these patterns, but there you go. That is a snakeskin giraffe, and that's just as cool as it gets. My mind works in creative ways, but nothing on that scale. So anyway, so give them a call if you're looking for a strange exotic or something like that. I bet they're going to have something for you. All right, next up we've got Ian over at the Phoebing Leather Company, and Phoebings is pretty much the industry standard in dyes and finishes and things like that. All of their dyes and finishes are well tested and well proven over the years, and I've not had a single Phoebings product that I wasn't happy with. So if you're not using their dyes and finishes, then maybe you should look into switching. So
next year will mark 130 years in business.
All right, Ian just told me that next year will mark 130 years in business, so they're not going anywhere. Their website is www.phoebing.com. That's I before E, so FIEBING.com. Thanks, Ian. All right, next up is one of my most favoritist people in the world. This is Mr. Tim Purdy of Steel Stamps in Boise, Idaho. Tim makes the best stamps that there are. That's hands down, that's all there is to it. And oh look, he's even got really great displays. And anyway, Tim has really revolutionized the stamp making part of this. I mean, if you need a custom maker's mark that nobody else can make, I bet you Tim can make it. Even just my own personal story with him, I have 2 different sizes stamps here, When I first started working with Tim, this was as small as he could make the details in my logo. But then he called me a couple of years later and said, hey, I got some new equipment and I want to try again. And now I have that little bitty stamp, and I just love them both. They'll last me forever, and then they'll last my kids forever. So anyway, it's steelstampsinc.com. So steelstampsinc.com. Phone number is 208-345-2550. Give them a call. Thanks, Tim. All right, next up to bat, we've got the Be Natural Leather Care folks. All right, so Be Natural Leather Care, they make a few finishes and things like that for leathers. One of my absolute favorite products that anyone produces is their product called RTC, and it's a really great resist and finish for tooled leather. So you resist before you antique with it and stuff. You've seen me use it in a lot of my videos. But their website is benaturalleathercare.com. Their phone number is 360-891-7178. And they are located in Vancouver, Washington. Really nice folks, and they do a great service for the industry. Thanks, guys. All right, next up to bat, we've got Barry King Tools. Doesn't really need an introduction, because if you've done leather work for 3 or 4 days, then you've already heard of Barry King Tools and drooled over him and looked at his website and all that other stuff. So barrykingtools.com is their website. The sad thing is Barry's website has about a tenth of the tools he actually produces listed on it. So it really is great to get to see him at one of these shows and see this giant display of holy crap. So anyway, but Barry makes some amazing stamps. He makes great hand tools. I would say 90% of the hand tools and stamps I work with were made by Barry King, and I'm proud to say that. So give them a call or take a look at them on the website. Yeah, and then that's the funny thing. Barry knows exactly where every single stamp is on this on this display. I don't know how he does it. All right. Over here we have the Oregon Leather Company. These guys always have a big showing here of especially Herman Oak leather and all kinds of other leather. The lovely Miss Leandra Martin's over here looking at a leopard, it looks like. I mean, I'm assuming it's a cow that's... Or is that a leopard?
It's not a leopard, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it is very soft. That's a really cool leather. So... Anyway, the Oregon Leather Company, they are, in this area, they are the main distributor for Herman Oak. So they bring tons of it, and they sell tons of it. And I've talked to them on a number of occasions. I've been in their store. They are really great folks. But hang on just a second. We'll get a hold of their website and email address or phone number. All right, so their phone number is 503 228-4105, and I don't see a website listed there, so just give them a call. I know that they have amazing stuff. I've been in their store. It's a great store, and they're great people to deal with. This booth I always have to keep Janie Sue away from because they sell silver. So this is the Hanson Western Gear and Hanson Silver booth. They have lots of amazing buckle sets, conchos, saddle sets, things like that. It's a very shiny booth, and again, my wife could get me in a lot of trouble over here, so I keep her the heck away from it. So, anyway, to get a hold of them, their phone number is 209-847-7390, and their website is hansonsilver.com. Got it? Excellent. All right, so yeah, and then they've even got jewelry and stuff like that over here, and so that's why I've got to keep Janie Sue away from it. All right, next up is one of my most favorite people in the world, and she's now rushing to get off her cell phone. So this is Miss Kylie Ruffner of Wicket Craig Leather, and she is just a great person. She's so much fun. But anyway, Wicket Craig is in Kerrview, Pennsylvania. I never get it right. Curwensville, Pennsylvania. If I would go visit, I guess I would probably know better. Yeah, and I've been told that for years. So anyway, Wicket and Craig Leather. Also, it's the other veg tan tannery in the U.S. Their tooling leather is really, really great stuff. but their bridle and their harness is just top notch. Nobody can beat it. It is great stuff. So anyway, they will sell to the individual crafter, so you can buy one side at a time if you need to. But their website is www.wicked-craig.com, and their phone number is 1-800-Tannery. Who knows what they had to pay for that phone number? So, all right. Thank you very much, Kylie. All right, next up we have Mr. Clay Miller of Miller Custom Leather Tool Company. Clay made the long trip from Temple, Texas, all the way up here. I do not envy him. I fly to this show, but he drove here. But Clay makes amazing custom tools, mauls and things like that, things that might need a custom handle on them. And here in recent years, he's gotten into making molds and also these display racks that you can put on a French cleat system to organize your wood shop or your shop. If you've seen my YouTube videos, I have very similar ones that I built all over the back wall of my shop, and it really is nice to organize all your tools and have them where you can see them all. So Clay has an Etsy page, right? Nope, not anymore. Sorry. Website now. Sorry. We should probably talk more often. All right. So anyway, it's www.millercustomleathertoolco.com. All right. It is. Yep. Don't misspell it. Okay. So anyway, Clay's got his wares listed up on his website, and I know he ships quickly, and he keeps lots of stock on hand. So if you need something, I bet he can help you out. If you have something you need made, I'd be willing to bet that he'd be more than happy to sit down with you and, on that French cleat system, maybe design something special that, would be a new idea to do. All right. Thanks, Clay. Sorry. All right. Next up to bat is going to be the Red Ox brand, which is Gordon Andrus. Okay. Gordon has spent a lifetime teaching. One of the biggest things I know he teaches is swivel knife use, but also hand sewing. He teaches really good classes on hand stitching, and he has some amazing tools that he has designed and produced himself. He's here showing off one of his nice swivel knives. I bought that same swivel knife when we were in Sheridan this year, and it wasn't cheap, but I'll tell you what, it was worth every dadgum penny I paid for it. So Gordon is a wealth of information. He is always happy to share his knowledge with folks. And there's his contact information right there. It's www.sagecreeksaddles.com. All right. The next booth we have here is the lovely Miss Julie Bacher. Okay, for 3 years I called her Bauer. I even corrected other people when they called her Bacher. And nope, they were right and I was wrong. So now it is Julie Bacher, I guess. So anyway, Julie is the Chap Queen. She makes chaps. She makes patterns for chaps. She gives classes on chaps. She lives, dreams, sleeps chaps. I bet if they made edible chaps, she would even eat chaps. So, anyway, Julie is an absolutely amazing resource for everything chap related. She is a wealth of knowledge, and she's very generous about sharing her knowledge with the world. So if you can get into one of her classes, it is totally worth it because you will learn so much, and then maybe you can be the next chap queen. Maybe. All right, next up we have Bork & Sons. They make saddlery hardware that is just really nice looking stuff. That's all solid brass, and then also cinches. That's what those are called, right? I'm not a saddle guy. I'm not a horse guy. So anyway, but they make hand-woven cinches. They're actually, one of your guys is over there teaching a class right now, isn't he? So yeah, they're using the same classroom I used yesterday, and they're teaching people how to make these awesome cinches. You have a card. There it is. Let me get their contact information for you. Bork & Sons LLC. Their website is borksaddleryhardware.com, and their phone number is 509-521-2484. Really good folks over there. We've seen them at all these shows, and I know that they have one heck of a reputation for quality products. Right on. Mr. Bork started over there. Somebody told me you were pressing to be the world's oldest veteran. Is that did I hear that right? You're 104 now, and you're hoping for 107. That is absolutely amazing, sir. As a much younger veteran, I salute you. Y'all have a good day. All right, over here we have Ron's Tools. All right, so quality hand tools for edging and skiving, and this is one of my favorite things that they make right here is the stitch ripper. Nobody else is making a bull stitch ripper. Like if you buy one of the little cheap ones at a fabric store, it's not going to handle what that thing can do when you put it between two layers of leather and just rip all those stitches right out. But Toby over at Ron's Tools does a great job. His tools are just top notch. They have been for years. He also has what's called Ron's Edge Rub, which is one of my absolute favorite burnishing compounds. I'm not sure what's in it, but if you're burnishing veg tan type based leathers, it will do the best job there is out there. But they have their own website. It's just ronstools.com, and their phone number is 406-552-7433. Get on there and take a look at what they make, because you'll be very impressed with anything you get from this company. Thanks, Toby. Okay, I've introduced her many times, and I'm going to say it again. Here is the most beautiful woman in the world. Here's Barb. So this is Why Not Lace. Barb lives up in Montana, and she sells kangaroo lace. I don't know where in Montana she finds all the kangaroos, but whatever. So, out in the field, huh? So anyway, she has lots of kangaroo lace in every color you can imagine. Her company is called Why Not Lace, okay? And here's how it's said. You got a card? All right. So it's www.y-not lace.com. Phone number is 406-249-5225. Barb is one of the most amazing people you'll ever talk to in your life, and I have never seen her without a smile on her face, so we're always so excited to see her at these. Thanks, Barb. All right, next up we've got Leatherworks. These guys are based out of Florida. Luckily, they're still with us after all the hurricane action that Florida's been seeing lately. But anyway, they make a lot of printed leathers and things like that. Everything from faux alligator type prints and things like that to new age designs and stuff. I don't see a lot of their like mosaic and stuff like that here right now, but there's some over there, southwestern-y type designs and things like that. So anyway, their website is www.leatherwks.com, leatherworks.com. Give them a call if you're looking for anything in particular. They will sell to individuals, and they do a great job. I sell some of their leathers in my store, and they're good folks to work with, and they strive for customer satisfaction. So they want to make you happy. All right, next up. How's it going, Bob? So here we've got Bob Bennett of Duff's Leather Care LLC, and we've started selling some of Duff's products in our store. I really like this one that we're assumed in on now, the leather dressing. It works kind of like the leather balm with Adam Wax, where you put it on something and then you let it kind of dry to a haze, and then you buff it off, and it just leaves a really nice soft glow to your leather. It's still a protective finish, but yet it doesn't look all plasticky and stuff like that. So just really cool stuff. But they also have lots of other products, conditioning oil, saddle cleaning stuff, glycerin saddle soaps. They do sell some brushes and some different kits for saddle cleaning and things like that. So their website is, well, we don't have one yet. But anyway, their phone number is 435-650-9288. I'd say ask for Bob, but he's the one that's going to answer the phone anyway. So when he answers the phone, just start talking. Thanks, Bob. All right, next we've got Mr. Scott Tishner here. Did I say that right? Tishner? Tishner. All right, sorry about that. All right, so Scott makes some amazing blades here. If you remember Terry Nipchild, he carried on the Terry Nipchild legacy of some of the blade styles that he has and stuff like that. But, you know, as everything evolves in the world, he's taken it and run with it and made it better, and he's doing some amazing things. You got a website, Scott?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not a website yet, but I know he has a Facebook page.
Yep,
and you can find them on Facebook or Instagram. How about a phone number, point of contact? There it is. So here you go. Sorry. All right. So their phone number is 307-587-9979. He's located in Cody, Wyoming. All right. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Next is Snowshoe Brand, Leather's Best Friend. I have not met these folks yet, but I'll come back after this video and definitely say hi. So we do a video at every show where we walk around and introduce everybody and what they do, and that way people can contact you that didn't make it to the show. So, what do we got? Let's. Do you want to talk into this?
Oh, you want me
Yeah,
to talk into that?
please. Yeah.
Oh, let's
Tell
be
us what
official,
your
shall we?
product does here.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Huey from Snowshoe Leather Care. I'm a fourth generation owner, and this is my dad, who's a third generation owner. And we make leather conditioning products, so it keeps leather soft, supple, and waterproof. We've been around for 97 years. And my grandfather bought it for my great-grandfather when he retired from the railroad, back when snowshoes were actually made out of leather. It's hard to find snowshoes made out of leather anymore, but nonetheless, the product does an amazing job of protecting leather, beautifying leather, and as I said, waterproofing it.
Excellent. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll get some contact information for Tiffany here. Phone number is 206. Phone number is 206-714-0854, and their website is leathersbestfriend.com. And here I thought I was Leather's best friend, but all right, whatever. Right on. That's great. I'll come back and talk to you in a minute. Thank you. All right, over here, this is the second year that I've seen these folks here, but this is Cutco, world's finest cutlery, it says. And so anyway, they sell kitchen utensils and knives and things like that. What's y'all's website? Just cutco.com. So www.cutco.com. And I've always heard about their product, but I've never used it. So maybe I should change that and pick something up sometime. So thank you very much. All right, so next up we've got Traditions Leathercraft. They also came from a very long way away. He is located in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He sells lots of different leathers and veg tan and printed leathers, cowhides, all kinds of great stuff. His website is traditionsleathercraft.com. So if you're looking for something in particular, he can be a good resource for it. Again, they drove a long way to get here, so we're glad to see him up here today. Hi, guys. All right, next up we've got Williams Stirrups. So I am not a saddle maker, but these are some pretty cool looking stirrups. So I guess we'll say that we're doing all right here. Anyway, so if you're into making saddles and you're looking for some great stirrups, their contact information is right here. So the phone number is 530-251-3674 or williamsstirrups@gmail.com. And I'd be willing to bet they're one of those companies that if they don't have it, they can probably try to help you get it. So, excellent. All right. Really? You got two booths? All right, so that Leatherworks guy we were talking about a while ago that we were probably saying okay things about, here he is again. This is Andrew. He didn't have enough room in one booth for his wares, so he is using two booths. So anyway, again, that's www.leatherwks.com. Give them a shout and take a look at what they have. You'd be quite impressed. Good, how are you? All right, next up is Timberline Saddlery Company. I really wish, I'm building a project over in my booth, and I really wish I knew they were over here a while ago because I was looking for a dadgum yardstick. And y'all always bring yardsticks. So anyway, I needed a long ruler and I didn't have one. So Timberline Saddlery Company has been around a long time, and they've been doing some great things for the industry. And they make all kinds of different saddle trees. So get you their contact information here. Is going to be phone number 435-789-8228. Is there a website?
Oh, yeah, it should be on there.
Is it on there? I didn't see it. Maybe on the back. Nope. Okay, so it's a email.
It's an email, yeah.
Okay, so timberlinesaddletry@yahoo.com is going to be their email, so you can get a hold of them. All right, thank you very much.
All right, you guys have a good one.
You too. All right, next up to some of my favorite people. This is Bruce Johnson and his lovely wife, Rundy. They are another company that they find the older tools out there and they redo them and they give them new life. But one of my favorite parts about them is they also sell Wayne Juski's tools. And did I say Jusky right? Juski.
That's okay.
500 different people say it 500 different ways, but Wayne Juski's tools are absolutely amazing stamps. You can see some of the examples of them right here, but he is the only place to get them besides Wayne himself. And Wayne, he doesn't have a website or anything. You have to mail him a check. Like Bruce makes it really easy to get a hold of those tools. So anyway, to get a hold of Bruce, it's just Bruce at brucejohnsonleather.com. Their phone number is 844-584-7866, brucejohnsonleather.com. Bruce is a wealth of knowledge in this industry, and I have never called him about a tool question that he didn't immediately have an answer for. And I tell lots of people to go to him when they're looking for something that they can't find that they know was made somewhere at some point. Here's Bruce right here. So anyway, this is Mr. Bruce Johnson right here, and he's going to pretend to like me for a couple of seconds, but anyway, but no, this man is a wealth of information in this industry, and we need him to hurry up and retire from his real job so that he can do this full time, and we'll see him more often. So, thanks, Bruce. Thanks, Rundy.
All right, bye.
All right, this one's new for me, so we'll do what we can here. Hi, how are you? We walk around at all the booths and we introduce everybody and what they do, and that way people have you now as a resource. This video usually reaches about 5,000 people, so it's better than just the folks here at the show. So I don't know y'all, so if one of y'all wants to talk into this thing and tell me what you do.
Okay, I'm Peggy with Peggy Sue Also Leather. Local, sir. Okay, Peggy with Peggy Sue Also Leather. We're in Tacoma, Washington. We have 165,000 square feet of leather in stock at all times, and we ship next day. And you can buy any size from 4-inch by 6-inch to 8 by 10 to 12 by 12 or full heights, whatever you want. And we specialize in a lot of metallics. Well, as you can see here, we have these are digital tan.
He'll still hear you.
Yeah, right. This is digital leather. We've had it digitally printed, metallic, on suede. So we pick the patterns out and have it actually printed right onto the leather with an awesome UV printer. This is cork.
Oh, wow.
It's cork from Portugal that we've applied to leather. Cork is very thin, the real cork. It's real, yeah, it's real cork. It's very thin. But so what we do is back it with leather.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And we've been selling on. We're the biggest leather seller on Etsy in the world.
Oh, wow.
And actually, we're the 14th largest seller of Etsy in the world.
Oh, wow.
And that's people above us are selling things like seeds and beads and
Right.
that kind of stuff.
I got you.
Yeah.
Right on. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for introducing yourself.
You bet.
I'm going to take that back there.
Thank you.
All right, so to get a hold of them, there's their contact information, but it's www.peggysuealso.com. Their phone number is 253-627-2656. So give them a look. They've got some stuff I've never seen before, and I've been in the leather industry for about 20 years now. So, all right, well, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Want to do a loom rundown? Okay. All right, so we're going to save the best for last here, and that's where myself and my camera guy, Derek, are hanging out for the weekend. But anyway, this is the Loom platform. Y'all have seen me talk about them before, where we talk about the videos that they produce and things like that. It is a subscription-based platform, and it is worth every bit of the cost that it takes to get into the platform. But they are also a magazine now, and they're just a wealth of information for the leather industry. They're really doing some things to bring the leather industry together, and I'm getting feedback over there, I think. But anyway, they're doing some great things to bring the industry together and also move the industry forward. There's not too many forward-thinking folks in this industry, and Loom is doing some great things and really trying to bring that out and to keep up with the times, I guess you can say. So, yeah. Anyway, you might want to check out their website. It's loomconnect.com, right? Yes. Illumconnect.com is the website. This is Savannah. She's one of the folks that helps manage all this this wild beast here. And anyway, yeah, they're the ones putting on this whole show, so we should probably give them a thanks because this is a great show. So, yeah, I think we've about seen it all. So until next time, guys, I'm Aaron Heiser of Makers Leather Supply and also Illum, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.